When I first met my wife's trainer, I thought he was just another guy doing his job. He was confident, loud, and a little too friendly with her, but I brushed it off. My wife had joined the gym recently, and I wanted to support her. But soon, his attitude toward me changed. He smirked when I came to pick her up, made little comments under his breath, and treated me as though I was invisible. At first, I ignored it, thinking I was imagining things. One evening, I arrived early to surprise my wife. I saw them laughing a little too closely near the treadmill. When I walked up, he gave me a look that was dripping with arrogance. "You don't really belong here, man," he said, chuckling. My wife looked embarrassed, but he didn't stop. Then he leaned closer and whispered just loud enough for me to hear, "You're not man enough for her." The words burned through me. I kept my calm that day, but inside, I was boiling. It wasn't just an insult, it was a direct challenge. That night, I couldn't sleep. I kept replaying the smirk on his face, the way he looked at me like I was weak. I had never been one to pick fights, but I knew I had to stand my ground. If I didn't, I'd lose more than my pride. I'd lose my wife's respect. The next day, I asked my wife to take a break from the gym. She hesitated, but I told her I had a plan. Instead of letting the trainer think he had control, I decided to show him who I really was. I spent the next few weeks quietly training at a different gym near my office. Early mornings, late nights. I pushed myself harder than I ever had before. My muscles ached, my body burned, but my resolve grew stronger with every workout. 1 month later, I walked back into her gym unannounced. My wife was surprised to see me, but the trainer's face twisted into a mocking smile. "Back again? Thought you'd given up," he sneered. I didn't answer. I went straight to the weights, lifted heavier than I ever had in my life, and pushed through every set with controlled power. People began to watch. The trainer, clearly annoyed, tried to outdo me, but he struggled while I kept going. Finally, he came over, trying to put me down in front of everyone. "Don't hurt yourself, man. Leave the heavy stuff to the real men." That was it. I stood up, stared him straight in the eye, and said calmly, "You think being a man is about lifting weights and running your mouth? A real man doesn't need to humiliate others to feel strong." The gym went silent. For the first time, his confidence cracked. He tried to laugh it off, but his voice shook. People who had always seen him as cocky and untouchable now looked at him differently. I didn't need to throw a punch or cause a scene. I had shown strength through discipline, control, and respect. My wife came to me afterward, her eyes shining with pride. "I've never seen you like that before," she whispered. That night, she held me tighter than ever. It wasn't just about beating the trainer. It was about proving that real strength isn't loud, arrogant, or cruel. It's quiet, steady, and undeniable. The trainer never bothered me again. He kept his distance, his smug attitude replaced with something closer to respect, or maybe fear. As for me, I walked out of that gym with my head high, knowing I had defended not only my marriage but also my dignity. In the end, I didn't just make him regret underestimating me. I reminded myself of the man I truly was.